Hello, viewers, and happy Easter to everybody. This morning, I just kind of want to have a little bit of fun. I've got a couple of stories that are in the hopper for the next day or two, but for today, just want to have a little fun. Going to do a NFL mock draft for my Minnesota Vikings. Now, I'm not a huge college football guy. I couldn't tell you most of these players. So what we're going by is the need. And as far as I'm concerned, the Vikings still need help in the trenches, both sides, and they need a star running back. I understand that we got Jones and Mason, but in my opinion, we need a stud young running back. So that's one of the things we'll be seeking out in this. And again, I'm no guru when it comes to the college players. So we're kind of going by what I think the Vikes need, and we'll find out about some of the players as we go. So let's get into this and just have a little fun here on an Easter Sunday. Enter solo draft, 7 rounds for the Minnesota Vikings. Let's see if Shedeur Sanders goes to the Raiders. No. To the Saints. I got to say, I really don't see that. I think the Saints are going to be all in for Arch next year. The Minnesota Vikings are on the clock. We have 2 trade offers, and my inclination is to trade down because we have so few picks, and we really do need some assets, and that's a good pick swap for me. Moving down 3 is fine. They'll probably grab Malachi Starks. And we're back on the clock with 3 more trade offers. 40, 71, 93. That's a heck of a drop. I like that pick swap right there, because I would definitely be in for getting some more assets into 2026. We're going to accept that. Three more offers. That's kind of far to fall. And my inclination is not to do a deal in the division. Let's see what the other offers are again. Dallas, 44. We get their second. 13 is too far. A second and third for a 16 spot difference. I can't do that. Could I do that? No, I don't think so. So let's go to the board. Let's go to the board. My opinion, somebody like Walter Nolan would be a good choice. Omari and Hampton right there would be an excellent choice. The fact that we're going to have to wait till 91 for our next pick is troublesome for me. Talik Williams. So we got to make a choice or engage in another trade. Let's see if we can't move down with the Browns. Let's see if they'll want to do a pick swap here. And we'll throw in, because we're going to get a comp pick next year, 3 for a 5. They'd probably accept that. That's a heck of a move down. Let's just do it. Again, it's just for fun. Okay. Brings in 2 more trade offers. The Bears are still knocking at the door. Now that we're only 6 back, who's on the board after this? Kenneth Grant. Good defensive tackle. Talik Williams is still there. Omari and Hampton. I mean, I think at this point we just take the pick. Omari and Hampton. Now we got to wait till 91. My goal is to get a battery. You want an offensive line, which we covered in free agency, with the signing of a center and a guard. The return of Darisaw will help solidify that, so we do still need to sign a left guard or draft a left guard. But I really think that a battery, when I say a battery, I am talking about your quarterback and running back. I'm talking about Aikman and Emmett. I'm talking about Steve Young, Ricky Waters. I'm talking about Montana, Craig. I want a battery. And I want a young running back on a contract that is favorable to the team because, frankly, I'm going to beat the hell out of you. For the next 4 years, 5 years, I'm going to beat the snot out of you. We're on the board. One trade offer. Moving down 16 spots. Let's see what we have here. I'm not sure I can make a trade right now because we've got some real defensive line prospects here we've got to take. Shamar Turner, Alfred Collins. I'm big on size. I want a big boy in the middle there. He's extremely effective as a run defender, perhaps the most effective in the class. And although we need pass rush up the middle, we also need a way to stop the run. If you watched any of those playoff games, the ability for teams to run right up the middle, tush push, is a big thing. A big thing. So with our pick, we're going to grab Alfred Collins, defensive tackle, Tejas. We're back on the board here in 6 picks. So we just got our defensive lineman. We got one trade offer. And I think we'll see who's on the board here. Gunnar Helm. Zy Alexander. Zy Alexander's on the board. He will not be there when we pick next. So with our 97th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Zy Alexander, cornerback, LSU. You can never have too many good corners. 6'1", good in man, just what B-Flow wants. And if B-Flow likes it, B-Flow gets it. B-Flow's my man. So again, this is just for fun. I know I'm leaving prospects on the board. Like right now, I see one that I really want. I know about Scadaboo. I'm familiar with Scadaboo. Let's see if I paused it real quick. We'll see if Denver takes him. They did not. Packers. Let's see what the Miami Dolphins want to do. For this, we would have to throw in a decent pick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 7. Knowing that we're going to get another pick, a third-round pick, as comp next year, possibly a fourth. I'm going to put in the fourth. I'm going to see if we can't snipe a couple of these sevenths in here, too. Let's see if they're in. They accepted. And ladies and gentlemen, no, we moved up here for a reason. With the 125th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, taking their second running back, the Minnesota Vikings select from Arizona State running back Cameron Scadaboo. Yep, 2 running backs. Again, at the beginning of this, I told you what my plan is. I'm going to beat the hell out of you for the first 4 years of your contract. I'm going to beat you to dust because that's your prime time as a running back. I need a battery. I need a running backfield that is talented, is formidable, has size, has power, runs up the middle, can identify blitzes. My whole goal right now is to better the situation for J.J. McCarthy. That's it. That's my entire goal. We have solidified an offensive line around him, and we've got 2 more picks here where we're going to find, hopefully some project guards. We'll see what's on the board. But, I mean, in the 7th round, you're looking for BPA. And hopefully we can find some projects. Somebody that can step in. Somebody that in 2 or 3 years might be something. Or could step in right now in an emergency. We'll see. But my goal is to make sure that J.J. McCarthy has every weapon available. Every single one. And to solidify the defense the best that we can. And I think our picks here, and we're going to review our picks here in a moment. We're back up on the board. Josh Gray from Oregon. Over 3,800 reps at left tackle and left guard. That's definitely somebody promising. Again, reviewing our picks, we got Omarion Hampton, Alfred Collins, Zy Alexander, Cameron Scadaboo. So we've got our defensive interior, nice corner. And like I said, right now, in my opinion, we're looking for prospects. Best player available. That could be Vernon, a solid pass rusher who can win his reps and make an impact in the backfield, a true pass sets. Again, I'm also looking for guard. Is an experienced player who can play left tackle and left guard in his career. In the past 2 seasons, start a high motor player who finishes plays off. Has shown that he can play at a low pad level and good technique in both a run pass blocker. Gray plays his game with above average strength and drive. He's a physical player in the trenches who lets his presence be known. Gray is a good overall athlete who moves well in space and doesn't have any real physical restrictions. We have Darisaw, who's just coming off of a knee injury. And we have questions at left guard. So, with the 224th pick, the Minnesota Vikings select offensive guard from Oregon State, Joshua Gray. A nice tweener in between there, somebody who might be able to step up and play guard or tackle if we needed him to. Could be a prospect for years to come, has a lot of experience. I love the idea of physical play, drive him into the ground kind of thing. I'm on board. Back on the board we are. Vernon Broughton is still there. We'll just scroll down a little bit and we'll see what we have available. Shiloh Sanders. Is a versatile safety known for his physicality and football intelligence. He exhibits excellent ball skills and a knack for creating turnovers. Sanders demonstrates a willingness to support the run, often delivering impactful tackles. However, concerns about his size and injury history, including a shoulder injury and an ACL tear. Goodbye. We don't do that. I'm not looking for somebody to... You can't make the club in the tub. So, going by BPA, we have another corner, has above average size and skill and experienced players, has started all 4 years in college, saw playing time in early as a true freshman. Offensive center, brings extensive experience, a constant 4-year starter. He has seamlessly adapted to both guard and center roles, playing over 2,300 snaps. Known for his strength and ability to create running lanes, Gideon is a reliable force in the ground game. As a team captain, his leadership and experience have been pivotal in Western Michigan's offensive success. To improve his draft prospects, Gideon needs to work on his athleticism for more dynamic offenses and refine his hand placement technique to handle defensive counters and more effectively. His experience and leadership make him a solid candidate. And because I want leadership and tough guys on our offensive line, with the 231st pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select offensive center Jacob Gideon from Western Michigan. This ensures a backup for Kelly. This ensures a backup for Kelly at center, who's 31 and has a history of missing time. So having a backup there is something we definitely want, and experience is good. Depth is something I really want. So this is what it looks like. Omarion Hampton, Alfred Collins, Zay Alexander, Cameron Scadaboo. I'm going to just choke on that name. Joshua Gray, Jacob Gideon. So we went into this draft with 4 picks, and we came out with 6. And acquiring an Atlanta 3rd and a Cleveland 5th. We have a 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 6th, and 7th going into the 2026 draft, with the compensation picks of at least a 4th round, possibly 2 picks, a 3rd and a 4th round, coming in next year's draft. So we would be set for a good draft next year. We come out of this with a lot of depth on our offensive line. We solidified our defensive trenches a little bit. Got a really sizable corner and two young stud running backs. This is a pretty good draft. At least I think so. And then again, I ain't Mel Kiper, so who knows? But I just wanted to come on and kind of do this. I wanted to do this for a couple of days, but I figured Easter was the perfect time. We all just kind of want to relax and think good thoughts. And with that, I thank you. And I hope you hit the like, subscribe, share with a friend, let them know, hey, the Vikings start drafting on Thursday. The trades begin. Happy Easter, everybody.